acceptance, and processing of applications and permits for new or expanded facilities that would facilitate the increased shipment of unrefined fossil fuels out of Cherry Point. I ask that you keep it in place for as long as a period of time as allowed by county statute, which I believe is for a period of up to 6 months at a time. The temporary moratorium is vital to protecting the critically sensitive marine environment in and around the areas of Cherry Point, as well as culturally and spiritually significant properties of Lummi Nation and Lummi treaty rights during the time period that the Cherry Point amendments to the 2016 Comp Plan update proposed by Councilmember Weimer are under additional review by the Planning Commission and the subsequent additional review process by those amendments by Council. I respectfully would like to remind Council that 5 of you voted on July 12th during the special committee of the whole meeting to remove the Cherry Point amendments from the 2016 Comp Plan update process. This action was, I felt, particularly egregious because it was done hastily with very little public process. Because of the Council's July 12 vote, that has now elongated the time frame for those needed protections to Cherry Point and to Lummi Nation's culturally and spiritually significant properties and their treaty rights to be potentially applied through our county comp plan. So while I'm grateful to all of you 7 council members who voted on August 9th to approve the emergency ordinance, it's also important to understand that had 5 council members not taken the extraordinary step on July 12th to vote to remove the Cherry Point amendments from the 2016 comp plan process, that emergency ordinance then would not have been needed. I don't remind you all of that fact in order to be harsh in any way, but rather to remind you that the July 12th action by the majority of council members is the very reason why you had to take the extraordinary step of passing an emergency ordinance and why you need to keep those important protective measures in place throughout the additional review of the Cherry Point amendments your vote called for. Every day that passes while the proposed Cherry Point amendments are under additional review is a day that the filing, acceptance, and processing of applications and permits for new or expanded facilities that would facilitate the increased shipment of unrefined fossil fuels out of Cherry Point could occur. So please approve this vital interim ordinance to protect Cherry Point during this time period of additional review. Thank you.
Thank you. Pam Brady, then Pat Simon.